So welcome to Milestone Developer Conference 2021. And I'm Kevin Marrier.
And I'm Sebastian DOLLNER.
And today we're going to talk about how Milestone is investing in accelerating partner innovations time to value. Specifically, the technology that you developers are building, how we can bring that better to market. As the Vice President of Technology Partners, my role is to help bring you into the programs to do this. And
as the Vice President of Global Partner Sales, my job is to get that innovation and turn it into revenue.
So in 2021, Milestone, if we look back in 2021, Milestone added 124 new technology partners, companies like Brighter AI, NetVisor, Krone, IoT, and we had a really great year in adding great innovation. And when we look to 2022, we want to invite 36 of the right technology partners into a co-created innovation process. And this is a new part of our program, which will help accelerate time to value for these companies. If you're interested in joining and participating in this new process, please contact me. My email contact information is down there below. But this process, when we talk about investing in accelerating the technology partner innovation time to value, we really see it in two ways. One is in a co-created innovation, and
the other one is the co-created revenue.
On the co-created innovation, I'm going to cover this, and Sebastian is going to cover the co-created revenue side. But the co-created innovation really requires us to have three things that we walk through. First is we need to understand which technology partners should we prioritize. 36 is not that many, but it is a pretty big effort. We look at which customer needs can we solve. So understanding this both from their perspective or your perspective and our perspective, and then what does the combined solution look like? And last is to be able to understand, are we creating scalable solutions that can go not only geographically, but across the globe?
And then when you take all of this, we then sit down with the partners, depending on where they are in the market. We create a plan that's tailored around their potential and their current space. And then we generate a market plan for that jointly. Then we look at what is it that we can create for our customers that gives them something unique. So what is this joint value proposition with Milestone plus sales partner plus technology partner that creates the unique vision for our customers? And then lastly, we turn all of that into revenue.
So let's first click into the co-created innovation process we're talking about. So for 36 technology partners, we need to understand which ones should we prioritize for 2022 to work in. And we need to answer 4 questions. First, we have to have a detailed understanding of them. And to do this, we've built out a technology partner intelligence dashboard, which I'll talk about shortly. Second is we need to make sure that we have a common data-driven decision-making process. Why are we doing it, and what are we trying to do together for our customers? Third is there a desirability for this combined solution? And we need to be able to not discuss it, but we need to be able to prove it. And fourth is, how good is the technology partner for this particular product fit that we're looking for? So, somebody who I've always aspired to think like and be like is a guy named Edward Deming. And Deming once said that without data, you're just another person with an opinion. And that's the whole point of this process, is to not talk about it from a person standpoint, but to actually drive in and say, we've got data to support these decisions. To do that, we really focused in on how could we build out a partner intelligence system where we could identify and find the technology partners to be able to prioritize, and then be able to use data around that to actually do the prioritization. So we focused our internal dashboard of being able to aggregate all of the partner information we have into 4 areas: the partner profile, the set of opportunities that we're working together, as well as the customers that we jointly have, and how good our product fit is. So now within one dashboard, we have a clear view to help drive the data decisions that we're looking for in this prioritization. So we're looking to include 36 companies to help enrich and accelerate this process. But the third aspect I talked about was, how do we then look at it from a customer desirability? We need to be able to prove this. And in 2021, we set out a very ambitious objective to look at how many of the opportunities per year could we see from these individual companies. So a very small font on the left-hand side are all the different solution partners that have built integrations to Milestone using our MIP SDK and set of APIs. And what we want to understand was how many of those per year are included in particular opportunities. This is where we could start to come up with a scale of what customer desirability would look like. And from 0 to 12, you can see that things are growing and increasing. And we believe that once we get around 10 to 12 opportunities per year, we can start to prove customer desirability. Now, of course, this is at scale. This is a lot of opportunities since we have more than 3,000 technology partners. So, when we look at the proven desirability from the customers, we then want to understand, well, how does this actually fit into the technology products? And so if we take XProtect Corporate as an example, we've built a taxonomy and a way to map in the Milestone XProtect features with you, the technology partners features. So as you developers are building features, we now have the ability to incorporate them into a dashboard. And this allows us to understand how the solution is being built together and how well it fits. So within this example, what I'm showing is if we take corporate, and if we take corporate and one of our technology partners, Access, we could add the Access Optimizer to it. And what you can see in yellow here is that the features that Access Optimizer does, how they map into the technology from corporate. If we then add a third partner where the customer is looking for maybe an access control system, we can see and add Gallagher Access Control, and we can see the features that adds in relation to XProtect Corporate. And lastly, if the customer would like to visualize this in a map user interface, we can add Live Earth, and we can see how Live Earth adds to the entire feature set. And this gives us the ability to understand what the combination of the technology partners provide in relation to the XProtect product to get an overall technology partner product fit. So as we continue to look at how we're investing in accelerating the partner time to value, I've covered the co-created innovation part. And now Sebastian's going to cover the other side.
So we'll take all of this great innovation and then we'll find a way to turn that into revenue by building the right plan for the right partner, then together create a joint value proposition that address real customer needs, and then we take those two elements and turn it into revenue. So if we look at some of our technology partners, they span really from small with a global potential and to some of our partners who are already global in nature. And we need to find a way to accommodate both type of needs and dynamics on how to work together jointly. So some of the ways we do this is through the customer engagement, where we can use our digital intelligence gather analysis to see if our product and our solution is also resonating with the customers. And we do that on 3 dimensions: web engagement, digital content, and data analysis. So the web engagement is about monitoring the web traffic and doing search analysis. Through the digital content, we go in and look at where's the data being gathered and indexed. And then lastly, through the data analysis, we look at what are some of the keywords that our customers are searching for, and then use our map toolbox to map that out. Great, so now we have the analysis in place. We have the co-created innovation. Now it's time to capture the co-created revenue. And we do that by looking along 4 dimensions, taking it from strategy to sales, and then going from planning to continuously improving that plan. The first is our Milestone Community Connect. This is your opportunity to connect directly to our sales force. So this is the internal facing platform where you get to get exposure and find a way to motivate our sales force through your unique solutions. And we will of course help you throughout that journey. The second part is the external space. We have Milestone Marketplace where you can get inspiration. You can also see what kind of other solutions there are out there and then find different partners working in our ecosystem. Third element is around our demoing. So now we have innovation in place, but we also know coming from sales that if you have to convince your customer, the best way of convincing a customer is making them see through our demo. So we have our brand new Milestone Next Generation Demo System launched last year, which is an excellent tool for our sales force, either directly with the customer on different trade fair, to showcase the innovations co-created together. Last but not leastly is then how do we incentivize our sales? This is through our Community Cash program, where we can find a way to incentivize sales through some of your innovations. And as we started, our call to action is for 2022, we want to sign up 36 new technology partners for a co-created revenue process. My name is Sebastian, and in the bottom, you can find my contact details. Any final words from you, Kevin?
Yes, thanks for that, Sebastian. And thank you all for joining the Milestone Developer Conference 2022. We really look forward to hearing from you and joining our co-created innovation and revenue process. Thanks.
Thank you.